This episode of the Best of 7 Sports Talk is sponsored by The Reflection Connection. For all your natural healthcare products, go to The Reflection Connection. That's connection with a K. All right, NBA fans, enjoy the show.
T7M Radio brings to you the Best of 7 Sports Talk with 7 Mitchell.
Hank, I want to start off with this. Like, how nervous are you right now, bro? Because two more losses, and your Detroit Pistons are going to be amongst the elite in history of losing. What's going on, bro, with Detroit?
I mean, they look like they're going to get it. It's going to be theirs. They're not showing me anything. At least early on during this losing streak, they were in a lot of games, like really having a chance to win them. Right now, it's like they're just getting demolished and looking bad on the floor. They look like just a professional team playing the JV team. It's just really bad. They couldn't even beat a team with 4 of their top players out in Utah to break the streak. And they put up a good fight against, what was it? Who they played? New York yesterday? I tuned in for a second. And they just don't have enough right now. It's confidence. I think it's shot. You know, they have enough talent to get a win or two. They're not obviously going to be a top ranked team or play in a playoff team, but to lose 26 straight and maybe 28, 30 games, it's crazy. They have to find some way to bring someone in to get them a win. Yep. Some type of trade. Maybe you got to trade Bogdanovich or something to get some help, but something's got to be done. You know, it sucks.
I don't even know where to begin, bro. Like, first of all, I am so surprised that Monty Williams still has a job. Like, we could had this conversation about Greg Popovich, but I really am surprised Monty Williams still has a job. I'm still wondering. I'm still trying to figure out what is it with the Detroit front office that's keeping them sticking with what they have for so long, seeing the demise early on in the season, why they haven't decided to part ways with Monty Williams. What could be a possible explanation that you could come up with of why Monty still has a job in Detroit?
Number one, all the money that they paid him. I'm not sure how much on the hook they're going to be as far as if they were to fire him, how much money they would have to pay out. You know, they got that amnesty thing where they can spread it out over years. I think they still paying Josh Smith, if I'm not mistaken, when they amnestied him.
Jay, what up, Jay?
But you remember Josh Smith, don't you?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I think they finally just got done paying him, or they still are maybe.
Wow.
But yeah, they might have to do something like that. But I mean, that's the reason also. I'm sure, you know, Coach Casey is in the front office now. And, you know, he's friends with Monty. He helped try to bring him in as well. He probably doesn't want to get rid of him. He's taking the L's from this roster development that Monty was taking, because Monty asked to blow the team up, and they blew the team up after the Blake Griffin team. They blew it up to try to get some new development into the system, and Coach Casey took some L's on his own. I guess Monty's taking it, but we didn't think it was going to be this bad. What's going on, Sensation?
Man, it's been a nightmare for y'all, bro. Like, you got to keep it real, Hank. Y'all don't even have no light at the end of the tunnel. This is not a short-term problem for y'all. This is y'all have a cultural problem. Y'all have a talent problem. Y'all have a leadership problem.
It's the talent is there. They've got talent. Even what's his name? Remember Nerlens Noel played for Philly? He played for the Pistons last year. He came out on Twitter or X or whatever the social media was, and said it's not the players, it's the front office and the personnel.
But who is he?
Something going on inside of the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Something's going on up there where he feels they're not putting these guys in the right position to succeed. You know, he's been around a few franchises, so he knows a little bit of something.
For certain reasons. That's right.
Yeah. You know, he got a little bit of the layout. He's a vet. But yeah, I mean, that And I told you before, this is a new ownership. This isn't the same ownership where we won 3 championships with and went to 12 or 13 conference finals. The Bill Davidson died, passed away. The wife sold the team to what's the guy's name again? They're trying to get him to sell the team. Actually, I don't know if you've seen the shirts. They've been all over the Detroit media that they're trying to. They were doing it at the game, sell the team. Got it, Tom Gores. He's actually a Michigan State alum, billionaire, but he hasn't done anything since he's owned the team. As far he got us to the playoffs a couple times, maybe. Like I have faith in the Pistons, but I don't trust the ownership. If that makes any sense.
I feel sorry for y'all, man. I really do. What do we have now as far? Wow, look at all these L's, Hank. Come on, bro. This is sad. So y'all got Brooklyn day after Christmas at home. What's
I said New York,
on, the Brooklyn Nets?
Brooklyn is nice. They got a nice squad, so they're not beating Brooklyn. You would think with Ben Simmons. That's another former Piston, Ben Gordon. Ben Simmons. Who else is out? A couple people out in Brooklyn. Lonnie Walker, somebody else. So they're still going to lose to them more than likely. The Celtics, they're not beating the Celtics. And then the Raptors, that's maybe, but they got some talent in Toronto. So they're gonna have to go hard. They're gonna have to go hard to win one of these games, be one of these teams on an off night, a back to back, and they got to play with fire. Like when I watched the game yesterday, before I kind of cut it off and watched those Lakers, they were playing hard. I seen them diving after balls and all that stuff, but they can't play. They can't have mistake games, turning the ball over. I see my guy Ivy doing crazy runs to the rim, being very careless, kind of like Russell Westbrook, like drives to the basket, just speed and aggression with no decision. Like, what you gonna do with it when you get there? But so yeah, they can't afford to make any mistakes. It's got to be very minimal to even win one game right now. And hopefully Jalen what's his name? The big fella come back.
RIP to your Detroit Pistons, bro. The season. Can we agree that the season is over for the Detroit Pistons?
It is over. It is over.
Safe to say that
for sure.
So what you gonna do? Because it's a lot of basketball. What you gonna do now?
I mean, I'm a basketball fan.
Come on over. You are a basketball savant, but you need a team that's not going to disappoint you. I keep telling you, man. Come on over, man.
Ron, that's why Bron's my guy. He's part of the reason I'm a little bit cynical. Him and Jordan, they used to always kill my Pistons, and then when LeBron I figured out LeBron was the truth. I'm like, man, that's my guy. I rolled with him after that. After he took care of us in 2007, I knew he was the future.
Let's talk about LeBron James. I don't know if you saw this earlier this week, but he had took to social media questioning why do NBA players have to be retired before they become in the Hall of Fame. Coaches could be coaching and be inducted into the Hall of Fame, but it's different from players. Do you agree or have the same sentiments of LeBron James with active players being inducted into the Hall of Fame? Does that make sense to you?
It makes sense what he's saying, because the Basketball Hall of Fame is not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's your whole career. So we're talking about high school, college, international play, world play, and the NBA. So you technically could be a Hall of Famer, so many years into your career. But it might be, to me, maybe having to do with maybe contract issues. Maybe they feel like guys would want more money for being a Hall of Famer while they're playing.
Something else for them to negotiate.
Yeah, another negotiation tactic, and guys having that extra attitude on there. I'm a Hall of Famer, and then they can't really deal with them. As far as locker room, dealing with the attitude and the personality and the ego, maybe that's part of the reason why they wait till after they're done to give them the nod. But I think maybe if you like a person like LeBron, you play after so many seasons like that. I think that maybe they should consider if you play 15 years and you're still playing, we can just let you in if you're eligible. You know,
I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I think this is selfish to me, and I don't know why LeBron James is actually rushing this because he's not inducted into the Hall of Fame, but
no.
he's a clear cut Hall of Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about it. But again, what will be the significance in LeBron James rushing to have this on his resume right now when we already know? I don't. It does make sense about what you said as far as people using that as a tool for negotiations. I think that is definitely an interesting point. But I feel like if you are a Hall of Fame player actively right now, your resume kind of speaks for itself. You have enough cachet to be able to negotiate and pretty much have your way. What superstar that's basically a Hall of Famer or future Hall of Famer right now can't really have their way? From the KDs to the Kawhis to the LeBrons, like these guys can pretty much ultimately do what they want. The timing is not always ideal, but it just seems to me a little bit selfish in a situation where LeBron is just trying to rush to add on more to his resume. And I think it's bogus, to be real, because if that's the case, what do you have to look forward to once you retire?
Yeah.
There's no special ceremonies and stuff like that once of real magnitude once you retire.
I don't like that they got to wait 5 years after their playing career. So I think it's something like 2.5 to 5 years, something like that,
before they are able to be inducted.
Yeah, that's bogus. I think once you put your paperwork in, I guess they may do it also because guys like to come back. That might be a reason too. Guys will try to come back and cancel their retirement. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the reason, but it should be shortened, maybe a couple seasons, and then put them in.
Yep. Yeah, Jay, Hank broke that down. I never really thought about that as well, man. Salute to my brother Cole in the building, man. Happy holidays to our brother Cole in the building. Happy holidays to all you guys, man. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Christmas Eve as we chop it up. Right now, we here talking about LeBron James feeling like active players should be inducted in the Hall of Fame since active coaches can be. So do you think the rule, Hank, should switch up for coaches then? Should an active coach be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Like, we've only seen this recently from who? Greg Popovich?
I think Larry Brown was inducted. It was a few coaches that got in. Also, the collegiate coaches, Krzyzewski, what's her name? That coached for Tennessee all those years. She passed away.
Pat, I forgot. Pat Summitt, yeah.
Yeah. So I think Ariama over there in Connecticut, I think he's in already. If he's not, I'm pretty sure he is.
Yep.
But I mean, most of them get those accolades, 20, 30 years in? I mean, at that point, yeah. I mean, LeBron at this point, he could be shooting, like I said, because he's played so long. But I think this, like you're saying, he might be a selfish thing where he wants to be the first player.
Yeah, and I think that's bogus. I'm all for LeBron, and I'm all for LeBron being a trendsetter. But like, you're really you chasing it now. Like the in-season tournament banner being raised was one thing. Now you want to be a Hall of Famer while you're playing when it's already solidified that you're going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, bro, what is the rush for? What's the reason? Right. And I don't think people are going to respect that. Like, you can't use that as no argument, Hank, to feel like you're better than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, or in the conversation of LeBron versus Jordan as the GOAT. Right. You think that's going to make a difference?
Well, you already see, like, LeBron got an ego. You know that all of the greats got it. Kobe had it. Jordan had it. If you're great, you've got some type of ego. And you've already seen little glimpses of LeBron on some of his, the shop he got.
Yep.
Where he's saying stuff like that would made me great and all that stuff. I mean, even the other day when you was on the show with me, Sports Game Vision, I put the banner up where it said, what did he say? It's the first. I'm the first to do something. You can't take that away.
Can't take that away from him.
Right. Yep. So he'd be the first to raise the banner, the first to be inducted to the Hall of Fame, and he'd be the first current owner of a team as a player if he gets the Las Vegas team that he's looking to get
Yeah.
from the league if they open it up down there in Vegas. And the other one, I forgot the other city. That's all Seattle. Better get their team back. Give Seattle their dang on team back. They should have never left.
Me, I just hope that all these moves that LeBron James are making, I hope that he understands that it means nothing as far as the GOAT goes. No one is going to use these as leverage. It just doesn't make sense. So him being the first at all these different journeys and projects and stuff like that, I think is great for a total body of work. It's something to be proud of. I hope he just identifies it and respects it as that. I hope he doesn't think for 1 minute that we're going to be using those bullet points in a debate or an argument for the greatest of all time if people feel like he's not that at this point. Longevity is definitely a key in this thing. Efficiency and execution and all that plays a factor. But, just being the first to do certain things, especially when it comes to the haters of LeBron James, nobody's really going to respect it like that.
Yeah, you either got your mind made up that he's the GOAT or not at this point. It would have been hard for him to surpass Jordan, a lot of the Jordan people's minds, because of Jordan's got a lot of accolades and some stuff that's not. LeBron is not close, like the defensive players of the years and the defensive teams. He's not close on those things. So people are always going to use that against him. So he's trying to, make his resume a little bit better. But the defensive player and being the first to win the in-season tournament or inducted to the Hall of Fame, they don't match up per se. You're trying to match Jordan toe for toe.
In my eyes, there are people who already feels like there's nothing that LeBron James can ever do realistically that's going to have him surpassing Michael. If there are people that feel like there are things that Michael that still can be done, I'm willing to bet the rent money that is all based on Larry O'Brien trophies, the championship. Mm-hmm. No single individual accolades is really going to help LeBron's argument, I don't believe. Maybe an MVP, which I think is unrealistic, but maybe that would be significant because of his age and the competition and the talent level and everything surrounding it. But realistically, I don't think, because y'all talked about, wins and losses is the real big key with the MVP vote. So
he and I like the way that lineup looked yesterday too. They looked like they championship ready. But
the Lakers,
yeah, they looked good last night. But
LeBron, they look good. LeBron looked amazing. Let's start there. 40, because we 100%. Don't be. Come on, man.
From 3, wasn't
it? Yep. Dominant. I told you, he's still unstoppable offensively, bro. It's crazy what we're watching.
He's dope. It's he'd have to continue to do that and get his team in that top. I say the top 2 record in the West, maybe the top 3, 4 records in the league. He puts the numbers up where they look great across the board. He'll have a shot at the MVP. He'll at least be in that top 3 conversation when the voting comes, but they may not give it to him unless, he puts up 30 and the team gets the best record in the West.
What was your thoughts on Darvin Ham opting to bench D'Angelo Russell?
Something had to be done. I think we talked about it on your show before, if we're not mistaken. He's averaging 8 points in December. They need his scoring and his ball handling too. Ball handling, passing, and scoring, but especially the scoring, because of, he's like that third option pretty much. He can't drop from 17 a game to 8. You got to be consistent. They need him to be consistent. And the last game, obviously, the Lakers look great, but I kept telling you maybe they need to move him for Levine or Donovan. But if he's able to come off the bench and be productive, they don't have to do that. Last year during the playoffs, they say he was pouting when they were talking about bringing him off the bench, and that's the reason why they kept him in the starting lineup. So
he's important, I believe, offensively. I believe you're right, but I've always been in a mindset that as long as you have LeBron and Anthony Davis available, his decision making is outweighing his responsibilities to score. You feel different?
You said is what is to score decision making?
Like I feel like with this team that he's on, with LeBron and with Anthony Davis, when they are available, his decision making, his facilitating, I'm putting up as more important than him scoring. Even though you're right, I feel like they do need the scoring from him, but I feel like they need his decision making more importantly because you have LeBron and AD out on the floor. But do you feel different?
He has to score. Cole is in the building right here. We talked about John Stockton on the show the other day, and my fault, guys. Hold on.
Oh, take your time, bro. Take your time. Take your time. This is the best of 7 Sports Talk, man. We are in the building. Make sure y'all smash that like button for us, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Salute to you guys. I probably will be opening the panel up very shortly. If you guys want to come up and give your opinion on some of these topics, man, just wanted to come at you guys and knock out an episode before the holidays, man. Like I said, Christmas is tomorrow. I'm tapped out. I am so tapped out, bro. I can't wait for these Christmas Day games. I think we should do some predictions when Hank come back on tomorrow's games. But yeah, Hank, I didn't mean to cut you off. You back to it.
Oh, shoot, my fault.
Oh no, you good, bro. You're good. So yeah, man, it was just interesting again to hear LeBron's take on this whole Hall of Fame thing while being active. But I think it should be. I think it should be one way. If you're gonna have the players wait, make the coaches wait.
Yeah, but just to touch on the D-Lo thing again, we talked about John Stockton, Cole on the other show. John Stockton was a great decision maker, great passer, and he scored efficiently. So he averaged 17. He was giving you 17 every night. It was very rarely a drop off. You know, he's not going to give you 2 points and then 18. You know, it's going to be 14, 17, 18, 20, whatever. That's how D'Lo has to be on this team. He has to be very consistent offensively. He cannot be a liability because there are going to be nights where LeBron or AD struggle, and they need that across the board scoring from him to be consistent.
But how much of production will they need from AD? Like, I mean, from D'Angelo, because then it's like you're taking a shot at LeBron and Anthony Davis for not doing their job. Not you specifically, but I'm just saying if they really need that much help from D'Lo offensively, I feel like Anthony Davis and LeBron James, the way they are playing so far, it's like they're not doing their job.
Well, they don't need to, especially with Bron. I mean, he is 30, 39, right? You're going to ask him to continue to just put up
he'll be
30 points a game. He don't, I mean, you want your other guys to help him out. I mean, he can do it, but you seen what happened again. I keep bringing that game up last year, game 4, when he was burnt out and he scored 30-something points in that first half. That second half, he was cooked. He was tired. He needs guys to score to help him out, and D'Lo can do it. We know he can. D'Lo can put up 40 on for you. So just being consistent, man, and that's why I was saying I believe I looked up some of Zach's numbers. He's pretty offensively efficient, and we know Donovan Mitchell is. So he's got to score at least his average. Give me that 16, 17 a night. And of course, he's gonna have the explosions. And they really gonna win. If D'Lo gives you 30, they're normally gonna win.
Now, when you look at this graph right here, I hope this ends your mindset of what you came at me with earlier this week when we talked about LeBron, when you tried to tell me that LeBron's first stint in Cleveland, he was more in his prime than right now with the Lakers. I'm hoping that these numbers right now put that to bed for you. Total. Look at that.
Well, he's more skilled now. But what
he's
I'm
more
saying
everything. He's more smarter. He's more skilled. He might not be more.
Don't have that motor. You know he don't have the motor. That's another reason why I like Giannis too. Giannis got the same motor. He can hold that team down by himself.
Why? How does
And it is an
LeBron not have
athleticism
the?
issue. You are right. It's an athleticism issue. We talk. I agree with you. You
But how
think
does he not
LeBron
have the
can take
same motor though?
that LeBron James? And I wish I could pull it. We probably can't pull it up, but I'm saying he didn't need as much help as he would need now to win ball games. He would take over the game like Giannis can do even without Dame. Though that Milwaukee team would still win ball games without Dame if Giannis is there. But
LeBron
of
taking
course,
over
Dame
games
makes
was
him a
not a
lot
winning
better.
formula. That wasn't a
Huh?
winning formula. LeBron taking over games, dominating games was not a winning formula.
No, it wasn't, but you know what I mean. He had more prime in him to do it on his own.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it better. That's just the situation that you're in when you don't have nobody else to play with, and you're just the guy who's going to be the go-to. I mean, you coming in the league as being the chosen one, and when you have nobody, no other all-stars that you're really playing with until late in your season, like you're going to be able to kind of run free. But that didn't generate anything in Cleveland. And, you know, even in the first with Miami, like that's when it started really happening. But again, when you look at his MVP numbers, his first MVP numbers, and then you look at right now, bro, this just is amazing because the competition didn't get any weaker.
All right, so this is what I'm looking for. And again, this is his first season with this team, 82 games, right?
No, this is his first MVP season.
No, I'm talking about this year. Remember they made them trades last year to get all those guys?
Yes.
So that LeBron on the left, I believe, would take that team to the finals. This team to the finals. I want to see this LeBron get this team to the finals, and then I will agree that it's the same. It's a better Bron.
So you think a guy that's less efficient and less mentally of a leader could get this Lakers team further?
He took the 07 team to the finals.
But okay,
think about that team. That team was not that good. That's another reason why it made me so hurt. That team was not that good.
Oh, he broke your heart. He broke your heart.
Yes.
Did you see that 45 point game live?
Oh, when on
remember
TV?
that?
I remember.
I mean, I know
but
your heart.
Think about it. If he could do that with that squad, he got a way better squad now. He should be able to take this team to the finals.
Yo, y'all are tripping talking about this. He don't have no motor. What, y'all not watching these games? Y'all not watching LeBron just like, bro,
got a motor,
he's unstoppable in transition, bro.
Motor. He's got a motor, but he don't have endless motor. Think about even the 2018 motor. It was DeMar DeRozan. So it wasn't 18. Whatever DeMar DeRozan was on that team, he even said it. He was like, we were all gassed, and we saw LeBron just sitting there, calm, not out of gas, and he took the game from us. That's the motor. And they played overtime, I think, in that game he was talking about. LeBron was different. It was a different Bron. He got one, but he gonna run out a little bit. That's why he needs a little bit more help than before. He 39 sevens. He's got a great motor, but it ain't.
He's 39, and I watched him drop 40 last night.
Yes.
He's 39, and I watched him drop 40 last night. Y'all had him losing to OKC. When we did our predictions for the 5 games, y'all had him losing to OKC.
But I also thought he was going to beat San Antonio twice, remember?
Yeah. But he played well. I mean, and then he didn't. Come on. We're going to put that on him?
No, I'm not putting it on him. I'm just saying, as far as the predictions was concerned, I believe it was. Who else was in between that game?
They lost to Chicago. They lost to New York.
Yep.
San Antonio was the back-to-backs.
Yep.
They didn't have any betweens. So they've been struggling. They just got to win. They've been struggling. LeBron
is great. I'm not saying he's not great, Seven. That's not my argument. My argument is he is 39 and he does need more help than ever before.
But y'all comparing apples to oranges. Cole is sitting there trying to tell me that it's not the same. Why does it have? Okay, it's not a Bugatti no more. It's a Porsche. It's not a Lamborghini no more. It's a Ferrari. Who cares? It's
Again,
still.
I bring up last year's Western Conference Finals. He would have beat them with the motor from Cleveland. He would have beat Denver. He wouldn't have ran out no gas. He'd have came back and dropped 60 on them.
Okay. All right. That's interesting.
You know it. Like he's 39. I can't get mad at that.
What do you think about this young boy right here? I just did a Mitchell report on Ja Morant. He's back at it right now. I hate to really throw shots at you specifically. Ja Morant this season already has more wins than your team has.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
The entire season. This is bugged out to me. I'm not even going to lie. No disrespect. But Ja Morant is back at it. What's your thoughts on Ja Morant and his return? Because Memphis is all of a sudden winning.
Yeah, I mean, it shows he's a difference maker. He has hellified talent, and he needs to keep himself out of trouble so that he can help this team win. They probably should be in the upper echelon of the division if he was not in suspension territory. But I do think that he's going to push them into the playoff rounds.
Really?
As long as he doesn't get injured. As long as he doesn't get injured, I think he's going to push him into that play-in tournament.
So you are going on record that Ja Morant will get the Memphis Grizzlies in the play-in tournament at least barring injuries.
Barring injury. At least the play-in.
I'm going to go on the record and agree with you. I am going to go on the record and agree with you because I was wondering like how much he doesn't have anything else to play for. He's ineligible for any type of individual accolades because he spent so many games out on suspension. So he can't be all NBA, none of that type of time. The only thing that he could be shooting for is a championship. And you
come
can
back.
Just,
he can't do that either.
He's not eligible for anything, nothing.
Yeah.
But you can see the difference in the team already.
Yeah.
Not just because they won 3 games, but you just said it. The swagger, bro. That vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Energy.
And people like you, Hank, and BA, and Cole, and Leaf. Y'all were very disrespectful earlier this season when we had these point guard conversations. Y'all was Tyrese Halliburton this, Tyrese Halliburton that, but y'all never really would speak on Ja Morant.
Well, I'm speaking on somebody that was out for 25 games. I have him in my top point guards. He was out.
So again, so I just want to be clear moving forward. We're going to be working like this. We're going to be dealing with what have you done for me lately. We're going to totally disregard what we know about this guy, and we're only going to go by a sample size of this season. So because Ja Morant didn't play at the start of this year, you questioned how good he was in comparison to these other guards?
No, but I don't think I should bring him in the argument when he's not playing. It's unfair to the people that are playing.
But he's going to be back. Like, okay, let me ask you a question. Do you still feel like Tyrese Halliburton right now is the top point guard in the NBA?
He's one of the top.
No, you guys had him at the top, or at least in top 3 when we was having all these debates before this IST was out. Has he lost any traction at all?
Because he's been losing. He's been losing lately. he's still good, bro. Man. He's still good. His team's not delivering right now, but he's still a good point guard. I've seen the development over these years. So I've been seeing Tyrese since he was a rookie, and he's improved every year. He's on a bigger stage, and he's delivering. He just needs some more pieces with him.
Speaking of Ja Morant, Hank, did you see the Taylor Rooks interview with Lil Wayne?
I seen snippets.
Did you hear what Lil Wayne said about Ja Morant?
Brief. I think I watched your video. I believe, did you do a video on it?
My God, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Bruh. Yo. This nigga been hanging around Skip Bayless too long. I'm trying to tell you. Lil Wayne did an interview with Taylor Rooks of Bleacher Report, and she asked him, who would he pick to be the face of the NBA once LeBron James retires? And this man had the audacity to say Ja freaking Morant, bro. Is Lil Wayne on drugs or is it me?
We know that.
Which one is it? Which one is
it? Look, number one, we're gonna put this out here too. They're saying Taylor Rooks be setting these players up to commit crimes on record because how she looks. But
is Taylor the baddest? Is Taylor the baddest?
She's nice. Right, she is nice. She's nice looking, but
she might be.
They saying guys be saying a whole bunch of stuff when they get around her.
She seemed like a demon. Like she seems like a demon. I can't
you
trust
think
her.
So?
Yeah, give me Jamel Hill. Taylor a little bit too much for me, too fast for me. Give me a little Jamel Hill. She's really slow.
Yes, but in this case, I think we've had a discussion on the show about it on your show that I feel like Ja's going to be the new Iverson. As far as number one, his popularity, he's going to be for the people. The youth is going to love him. But the league ain't going to rock with him, especially after all this trouble. And his dad just came out and said something about he still got the same people in his circle. So he might fall into some of the same traps and decisions that he's already been making. So he's just going to have to tear the league up, and the people are going to make him king, not the league. The league are not going to put that brand behind him, especially now they're becoming even more international, or more of a world game. I already said the Vegas and the Seattle team, but Silver talking about he want to go back to Vancouver and New Mexico. And he wants to make it, wider scope of a league again, even more of a wider scope as far as international play. So they're not going to make him the face of the league. It would be a miracle if they did that. So yeah, I mean, he's a great player. And like I said, I do have him as a top point guard, and I think he's going to prove that even more this year, especially if he pushes him into the playoffs or the play-in. But he's not going to be the face. He's just going to be highly endorsed and highly favored from the people and the fans, especially the youth.
But that's not going to be enough. We know at the end of the day, the people's voice doesn't matter. When we talk about corporate business, it doesn't matter. He has a chance. His redemption story has an opportunity to be special. There's no doubt about it. First of all, we would have to identify his Ja Morant actually learned his lesson. That's number one. We would have to start there because it seemed like to me, he just says the right things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's very media savvy. He understands what he's saying, but it's going to take some time, in my opinion, for us to really identify and feel like Ja Morant really has got it and learned his lesson. But like, to be the face of the league is blasphemous to me, bro. They're never going to get behind that, bro. There are international players right now that I feel like Adam Silver and the rest of the guys will be more comfortable with representing this association before Ja Morant. Then you totally disregard people like Steph Curry. For example, like, I don't understand the handle or the angle from Lil Wayne at all with this, bro. And I tried to listen to see if there was some type of detail he was going to give us of his reasoning, but nothing caught on to me, bro. And I feel like he could definitely be the people's champ.
Yeah.
Depending on how he's moving out here, he could definitely be an inspiration for others, and his redemption story could be dope. But the book has been written as far as what Fortune 500 companies and the association as a whole. He messed up too many times back to back.
Yep.
You know,
all the rumor stuff. They're saying that he probably pulled a laser pit gun allegedly on a team bus, like stuff like that. Come on.
all these things happen within a year. You had the incidents versus the Pacers. You had him fighting with the kid. You had the two gun situations. Um, and if I'm not mistaken, it was one more thing. But
Mall,
all of this,
something with the mall.
yeah, in the mall, he had the incident in the mall. That was the first thing that happened back in I think July of 2022 or something like that. But all of these things are like happening like weeks apart, couple months apart. But when you speak to him, he says he's hold himself responsible and accountable and all this stuff, but you can't just be saying that and not really living it. And I think that the higher ups have already gotten a nasty taste in their mouth when it come to Ja Morant and his apologies and all that, bro. It's showing proof right now, and 25 game suspension to me is just not enough. It's going to take some time for him to rebuild his name in the eyes of most that matters to me.
Now look, if the league wouldn't make Kobe Bryant the face, you have no shot.
A chance, bro.
You got no chance because Kobe was made to be the face of the league. He was an international guy. He could speak like 5 or 6 different languages.
Yep.
That's
a fact,
he
bro.
was made for that. But
and he was a champion.
They would not bring him back up. The reason why he only has 1 MVP is because of the incident that he had. Because he probably should have about 2 or 3 or more. But the league was not going to get behind him because of that. He changed his number because of that. That wasn't just he would have kept 8. And if you 2 times 4 is 8. So to let you know, he would have kept 8 had this situation didn't happen.
Yep.
So, he has no shot to be the face, but he's going to be the people's champ. Like I say, like Iverson.
All right, let me bring my guy Hank in the building. Hank, what's up, fam? Gotta get my what you call him.
Let me put this on real quick.
Where we at? Where my 3-man? There we go. Hank, what's good, G? And Justin in the building. What up, Jay?
What's going on?
What's going on, fam? What you think about Lil Wayne saying that Ja Morant should be the face of the NBA after LeBron retired?
I feel like he kind of sabotaged his career because like the troubles he did out the court. So I feel like it's kind of too late for that. But honestly, I don't think nobody is gonna be like the face of the league for a very long time. It's just inconsistent stars. Like back then, you had KD, and you had Steph. You had Bron, you had D Howard. So I feel like you never see no type of stars like that again.
I don't know. I mean, Jay, you got us on the. Yeah, you got us. Okay, I think you got to turn if you got it on YouTube, Jay, turn the volume down for us. But I mean, I feel like the NBA is in good hands though when we look at all the players that they got, Giannis and Luka and Nikola Jokic, Joel Embiid. Like these guys are not really troublemakers. I feel like as far as the superstars of the league, we don't see guys getting into it like back in the day when it come to like NFL superstars or just the superstars of the NBA back in the day. Our top guys really be keeping their nose clean for the most part, outside of the drama that they give their team.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the consistency part, like like scoring, like winning, and going to the playoffs every single year, and I feel like you don't even see that type of like star play like we once did.
Yeah.
The one thing about the league is they're going to do what's best for the league. All the stars that we made I don't want to say they were made, but they used them. So Magic and Bird, they used their star power. Jordan was one of a kind. The league went behind Jordan and pushed the league forward. They were going to do it with Kobe, but of course we know what happened. They took LeBron. It probably was a good thing that Kobe didn't get it, or sorry, good for LeBron. They put more pressure on him. It was somebody in between, a buffer. Then he got the chance to take over the league, and you see what he did with it. Somebody, if they need somebody, and I think it's going to be maybe Victor, because they're trying to make the international play bigger, the world game bigger. One of these international guys, they're going to put the brass behind them to push the league forward in that direction.
Yeah, I can see Victor. Like I feel like he the clear candidate right now. Like because there's no other stars that stand out. I don't know. I think Shea he might can be the face of like the face of the NBA. That's who I can see. But it is depending what type of team they gonna construct around him for the next couple of years.
Yeah, they not passing the ball. They ain't helping.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's true. But I just feel like Lil Wayne was bugged out. To say that Josh should be after LeBron, it just doesn't make any sense to me at all, just from a realistic standpoint. I don't think the people that matter is the people that make these decisions. It's just not. It's just not going to happen, bro.
Well, I feel like I feel like they made the Wayne man a fool of himself, like going out there and saying that because he's a legend in rapping. I
Yep.
feel like they don't have the credentials like when they come on the NBA. Like they not really tapped in and stuff like that.
He hang with Skip Bayless too long. I told you he been hanging with Skip Bayless too much. That's the problem.
I feel like
I'm
they
giving this
be
hot take.
subjective. I feel they very subjective of certain players that they like a little baby, but he like Harden and stuff like that. I feel like he have it's just like his one little little superstar that he like. I feel like Ja. I can see him liking Ja though.
Yeah.
Real quick, Jay, before I let you go, bro, what's your thoughts on LeBron James feeling like the NBA players actively should be considered for the Hall of Fame? Do you agree with LeBron, or do you think he is being selfish?
Uh, I feel like um, he's not being selfish. I feel like that it should be in the question like if players want to play like the longer he played in the next in the future if they can make it to his years of playing.
Mm-hmm.
And now that like they gotta be like where he's at right now. He's still performing, still at a high level, and they not injury prone. And he's healthy, so I feel like he has a point though. Like I feel like Kobe. Kobe should have been I feel like they should have inducted him like a year or so, like not 5 years, because now he didn't get a chance to live to get inducted in the Hall of Fame. So I feel
Right.
like they need to do a lot more better than having 5 years of like process of being in the Hall of Fame, rather than like a year or 2 years.
That's a point, Hank, that we didn't even think about. Jay, appreciate you joining us this evening, bro. Appreciate you, and happy holidays to you, my G.
I know
Happy
how.
holidays.
All right, man.
Alrighty. That was a good point by Jay that he brought up as far as like Kobe wasn't able to experience being in the Hall of Fame because of passing away.
Right.
So you would eliminate that if Kobe was to actually be on deck. Give me 1 second. We got Cole and BA in the building. Fellas, what's up?
All-star team.
What's going on? What's going on?
You already know how we rocking, bro. What's goody?
Not much.
BA.
Hey, salute, fellas. I thought I heard somebody say my guy name. Say Kobe.
Who's
Who
that?
said Kobe?
LeBron?
That brought me straight. Nah, what up,
LeBron?
fellas? How y'all doing, man?
Oh man, you already know, man. Happy holidays to my guys. Salute to y'all.
Happy holidays, fellas. 100%.
Holiday.
Word. So let's do this real quick, bro. Let's have some fun with this, man. Let's pick NBA teams' GOAT player versus their most talented player. I got a few teams. We're gonna throw this out there. Let's start with Miami. I feel like their GOAT is probably Dwayne Wade. Can we agree with that?
100%.
Most talented player is LeBron.
100%.
Of course.
So
I don't know.
for
I
the
don't know
Heat.
about that. I don't know about that.
Really? Okay.
I'm just
BA.
kidding. I'm
BA.
trolling.
I'm
I'm
with it.
trolling. No, I'm trolling. Okay, LeBron's the most talented. 100%.
So for the Heat, who gets the W? Their GOAT or their most talented player? D Wade or LeBron? Who you going with, Hank?
Who gets the W?
Yeah.
1-on-1?
Yeah.
I go with Bron.
You going with Bron? Cole, you going with Bron?
Europe.
BA, you going with Bron?
Nah, not on that one. I'm going with D-Wade on that.
You going with D Wade over LeBron? Okay, that is blasphemous, but cool. All right.
Oh, 06 D-Wade was the best.
He was nice.
Different.
Still
He
couldn't
was
shoot.
all right. He was
healthy.
all right. He was
Still
all
couldn't
right
shoot.
in what, a round, 2 rounds?
Nah,
Why
he
y'all
averaged
act like he
30,
carried
36 in the
Miami?
finals.
Why y'all act like he carried Miami in the playoffs that year? He had a great finals round. He
Yeah,
didn't
he
carry
could.
Miami. They was just
But
in
that
the
was,
Eastern Conference Finals the year before.
but that's the same argument people have with Shaq and Kobe. Shaq wasn't carrying the Lakers during the first couple of rounds. It was Kobe, and then guess what? In the final round, hey, it was Shaq.
But Shaq carried the Lakers to get to where they was. D Wade didn't carry Miami in the regular season.
Yes, he did. What we talking? No, we not doing
Nah,
that.
06 D-Wade was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. Like, come on, man.
All right, let's go with Dallas, the Mavericks. GOAT player, Dirk Nowitzki.
Right.
Most talented player, Luka Doncic.
Easy.
Who you going with, Cole? Since
100%.
it's so easy, I gotta hear this.
Man, Luka is cooking that man.
Here we go.
Dirk has never been good in defense in his life, and he's Luka is cooking that man.
I agree. I agree with him though. I totally agree with Cole right now. I totally agree.
Like, y'all gotta realize Dirk was a bad defender in the dead ball era where people couldn't even shoot the ball. Imagine him trying to guard on the perimeter. No, bro. He cooking that man.
Is Luka a better defender than Dirk?
Dirk not getting the ball back.
Is Luka a better defender than
Dirk
Dirk?
not getting the ball back, bro.
I think you're better. I think Luka's a better offensive player than Dirk is though.
He could guard Dirk better than Dirk can guard him.
I don't
That's
know.
a
That's
fact.
gonna be a tough matchup, man.
I agree.
I think if, like you're saying, if Luka miss a shot, good luck.
Yeah, that's a fact. But that's a fact. But it go with
Because
Dirk.
all you're gonna
If
do is
Dirk
put him in
missed
the
a shot.
post and barbecue chicken.
Man, he putting that in Dirk chest. I ain't worried about that.
That's what they all said, man. Look at Dirk, and Dirk did his thing in the league, man. He was nice.
Yeah, top 10 scorer.
Hey,
right,
Carl Anthony Towns with some bop in it. I ain't trying to hear it, man.
Next team, Boston Celtics. Their GOAT, Larry Bird. Their most talented player, I have Jason Tatum. BA, Bird versus Tatum. Who you got?
I gotta go Larry Bird, man. He gonna talk. He gonna get in his head, bro. That's the difference to me. Is he gonna talk to him, talk about how he can't shoot, talk about his success, like you ain't made, you ain't did nothing. Yeah, I got Larry Bird.
Hank.
Bird
over Tatum. What about you, Cole?
We talking about talent, KG.
So KG is more talented than Jason Tatum?
Defensive player of the year and a consistent like 19 to 20 point scorer and a playoff riser.
Yeah.
And he won it.
Yeah.
He gonna lock you up and score on you.
That's what I'm saying. And Tatum, like the biggest thing against Tatum is inconsistency, and KG was consistent if anything else.
Okay, so let me spin the block with it then, BA. Bird, Kevin Garnett.
KG
now. Wow. Hank?
Yeah.
I'm still going with Bird.
Still Bird. And Cole, what about you?
Garnett.
Bird has faced defenders like him and still cooked them. So I'm going with
I don't
Bird.
think he faced anything like I don't think he faced anything like KG, bro.
Are we going? But I'm saying y'all are going by KG in Boston, right? We're not going by Minnesota.
Okay, I'm tripping. Okay. Now I'm going. Because offensively his game had dwindled offensively when he was there. So I got to go with Bird. I'm thinking of like KG as like that Timberwolves. Like I'm thinking of in his prime.
No, I'm talking about within this team, within that organization, the most talented.
Okay.
So
I
would
gotta
you
go
still
Bird.
go with KG over Tatum? Would you still go with KG over Tatum?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was depoy and he was like an easy like 19 to 21 like a night.
It would definitely have to be 08 Garnett.
Yeah,
that's
his
what I'm
first
saying.
year. His first year there.
We're talking about, but we're witnessing Jason Tatum being MVP conversations year in and year out.
So was KG.
And I'm witnessing shrinking.
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
I'm witnessing him shrinking big moments too.
Who, Jason?
Yeah.
If Tatum if Tatum would like demand the ball down the stretch, I might could say him over KG, but he don't got that. Like he don't have
He not
like
a dog. He don't care. He not a dog,
he
bro.
not a dog. And I hate to say that because it's what's the stats behind that? But he not a dog.
Bro, imagine if he had the same. It's crazy how him and Jalen Brown. It's like if you switch up Jalen, give him Jalen Brown's mentality, that he the best player in the league.
Facts.
But he don't got that mentality. But Jalen Brown don't got the skill, but he got the mentality. If that makes sense.
But they can't
Exactly.
make it work together to get the over the hump. They possess what the other person needs to be better, but even together, they just still can't get it totally done. I don't know who to blame in there. I don't know if that's a coach problem or if they just missing a piece or what. What's up with Boston?
They not missing the beat. They making it happen this year. I think they gonna be right. It's gonna be them in Milwaukee at the end.
I don't
They
Maybe
need
trust it,
Philly.
man.
Maybe Philly.
I don't trust it.
they need to put the
Or
ball in
Zingas back
Tatum's
gonna go
hand.
out.
That's it. That Porzingis is healthy. Yeah, they got a shot at beating Milwaukee at the end, or Philly, because Philly playing well too.
His knee gonna fly off like the old girl on was it I'm gonna get you sucker. Something gonna happen.
Yo. I got two more teams for y'all when we talk about GOATs versus most talented players. Let's go to Chicago. I got Michael versus the most talented player for Chicago. It really still could be Michael, but I had to make this a little bit interesting. I'm going with D Rose. I don't know if I'm being disrespectful to Scotty. I got D. I think I got this wrong. It really should be MJ versus Pippen in my eyes because he was better on both ends of the court than Derrick Rose, but Derrick Rose has an MVP and his box office and was unstoppable. Like it's hard. Who was the most talented? Let's get that out the way, Hank. Was it Scotty or D Rose?
The most talented is still Jordan, but I know you switched it up.
Because I can't have him going against himself. I got him as the GOAT of the team. So when we talk about most talented, who fits that bill more?
I'm gonna say D Rose.
D Rose. So I know you got Jordan over D Rose. It's a given, right?
Yeah, it's given.
Does anybody have D Rose over Jordan?
This is absurd. This is really crazy that you're
This
even
one right
doing
here
this.
probably
No.
is.
This is crazy. You don't like Jordan that much. You love LeBron that much. You bring Jordan into this. That's crazy.
Is he not
2011
the GOAT?
Rose.
Is he not the GOAT of that team?
That's just like saying you saying you picking Cleveland and saying who's the most talented, who's the GOAT of Cleveland. You know
So
that's
maybe I
LeBron
shouldn't
all
use
the way.
Chicago. So I shouldn't have used Chicago.
You
That's
should have
your
used
argument.
Chicago.
No.
Okay.
Did you use Cleveland? Did you use Cleveland?
Well, you could have
No,
put Jordan
I really
Jordan
didn't.
twice.
Yeah, you
Actually, I didn't.
First year
D-Rose.
Jordan versus retirement Jordan.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
Jordan
Jordan with
versus
the hair
era.
versus Jordan with no hair. Okay, cool. All right. Last team I got
Ridiculous.
Phoenix. I got Barkley. Is Barkley the GOAT of the Suns, fellas?
No,
No.
it's Steve.
Really?
I think Steve Nash is the GOAT of Phoenix too.
Because they're
two
gonna say,
MVPs.
yeah,
But
they're gonna say he
didn't
got
get
to the finals.
though.
It's still them two MVPs, man. It's still them
Steve
two
Nash is the
MVPs.
greatest
Yeah.
of all time with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, and I believe he played longer than Barkley. Barkley played what was Phoenix 5 seasons, 4 seasons.
If that. Yeah, if that.
Yeah,
2 MVPs, revolutionized offense. Yeah, it's
Barkley got MVP in Phoenix?
he got
I got
one.
2 of them. I got 2 though.
And he didn't have like a crazy impact on the game how Steve Nash had with like passing and perimeter shooting and like a point guard that like actually made people better since like they ain't had a point guard like that since like John Stockton before him.
Steve Nash. All right. We can rock with that. Now for most talented, I got KD.
I got Devin Booker.
Really?
Yeah. This version of KD plays no defense.
Okay.
KD, he might be
Okay.
right because we going off
Cole
his
is on.
team.
Cole, what's up, man? You watched battle rap yesterday. That's why you on fire right now. He came into the chat yesterday and watched a little battle rap. You on
Oh,
fire
really?
right now, young man.
Yeah.
Young man is on fire right now. I agree.
Oh my God. All right. So Steve Nash and Devin Booker. Cole, who getting that? 1-on-1.
If we're talking about just like, cause see the thing is, Steve Nash at his peak accounted for over, if I'm not mistaken, 50% of their offense, like the
Mm-hmm.
entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And Devin Booker, that's just something he can't do, no matter his impact on both sides of the ball. So I might have to go with Nash,
Okay.
but Devin Booker put up some scoring performances that
That
I
Nash
think
can't do.
Steve Nash. No, I think Nash could replicate it. He just wasn't as aggressive as a player because he's trying to get everybody involved.
Right.
But I might go with Nash.
What about you, Hank?
I'm
Nash
thinking in
or
my head
BA?
right now. Cole, I mean, what's his name? Book can score, but I think Steve Nash can match it. He was a problem in Phoenix. They was talking about that 3-point guard rotation was him, Kid, and who was out there again? It was the third one. Was it KJ? All at the same time?
Yeah.
Yep. They were saying he was a problem then. I think he could, especially that Phoenix. He was well rounded at that point when he came back the second time. I think he can beat him 1-on-1.
I agree. I agree.
I think I probably would go with Devin Booker, bro. I think Devin just, especially in a 1-on-1, I think he'd just be more physical.
Yeah,
Steve Nash
one
ain't
on
no
one.
Yeah.
threat.
1-on-1, he
1-on-1,
smokes.
he would. Yeah, he gonna smoke Steve Nash 1-on-1. But if I just comparing, like if it was a 5-on-5 and you had Booker on this team and you had Nash on the other team,
Mhm.
Nash will look a lot better on the court than Kevin than Booker.
I'm saying the 1-on-1. I think Nash can give it to him.
I don't know, because that he too strong for Nash, man.
Yeah, big guard. He like 6'6".
Yeah, and he a little bulky too. He ain't no like skinny little guy.
Who a better shooter?
Nash.
Ash, hands down. Yeah, we talking about what? We talking about a 90, 50, 40, multiple years.
He got a first step. Get
Yeah, he
past
do.
him,
He do.
He do.
And he
especially
craft.
during that time.
His handle is underrated too. Nash used to
Mhm.
chop boys up for real.
I think when
In
it
and
come
out.
down to the talent thing, you're either like, okay, Steve Nash is like one of the top 5 best passers ever, and nothing that like Devin Booker does on the court like equates to that when we talk about talent. Like you can talk about the defensive gap, but what's worse, like the defensive gap or the offensive gap?
I got you.
I don't know.
His impact too. Like I know I complained about the Jason Kidd, whatever, but Steve Nash was very impactful when he came back. They wouldn't have made them runs without him.
Yeah, and Devin Booker. We got to remember too. He's a volume shooter.
When he's hot, he's hot.
Yeah,
Who BA, who has the deepest bag right now in the association?
the deepest bag. I'm trying to think right now. Who has the deepest bag?
Is it Joker?
It's still Kyrie Irving.
I was thinking
I
It's
was gonna
still
say,
Kyrie. It's still Kyrie. Nothing comes close. Kyrie is still one of the most skillful players I've ever seen, bro. He can score from everywhere, bro.
I'm
What
and
about
he
you,
got
Hank? Who got the deepest bag in the NBA, bro?
off the top of my head, I'm going I like Curry's bag and SGA.
Ooh, SGA is
SGA getting a lot of respect out
yeah.
here, boy.
SGA though, he nice. He nice, bro.
What about you, Cole, bro? Who got the deepest bag in the NBA right now?
I think the two answer choices should be Paul George or Kyrie and nobody else.
Yeah.
Why Paul George?
Paul George has elite handles, and he has like that footwork that you would expect a forward to have, and it's all like very smooth, very fluid. And Kyrie has the same thing, just he has better handles than everyone else, and
Mhm.
he's 6'3" with like post work, foot moves, like it. That man Kyrie's insane.
Facts. Poetry, bro. It's poetry in motion every time he touched the basketball, whether he misses or makes a shot. You're still in awe how he moves.
And I didn't even bring up the finishing ability with both hands, like how he could be acrobatic with both hands. Yeah.
And that's something Paul George does not have. Does
Yeah,
not have that.
I was trying not to say Kyrie again. That's why I switched mines up. But we know his bag is deep.
But the thing about SGA is that I don't feel like he has a bag from three, so it's like it kind of limits it. Like he's an okay 3-point shooter, but he not hesitating step back three like these other players.
He don't got the feet that they got though. I think that's the difference. He good, but his footwork is he still need a little work on his feet.
Yeah, he's definitely fluid though.
Facts.
Last thing I got for y'all fellas before we get up out of here real quick, bro. Let's build the perfect white NBA player. I got it broken down in categories. Yo, what y'all doing, bro? Like y'all
Y'all to get us canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Hey man, yeah.
Yo, y'all gotta cut it out, bro.
He didn't say the perfect NBA player. He
Y'all
said
can build
the
the
perfect white.
NBA player. That's right. That's right.
This is insanity.
Body, shooting, finishing, defense, and passing. These are the categories that we're going to break down. So let's start from the bottom and work our way on up. What white NBA player right now has the best passing ability? Who we putting in that spot? I think I like Luka.
Yeah.
I like Luka too, but Jokic.
That's 3 for
Yeah, I was
Luka.
about to say it's gonna be the Joker or Jokic. It's gonna be one of them.
Neck and neck, man. Jokic passed out the post too.
Defense. What about defense?
Walker Kessler. Let me stop.
What about the what's the little white dude from Indiana?
Who?
The backup backup point guard McConnell.
He don't have no
Better than
interior.
Alex Caruso?
No.
Oh,
Caruso's nice.
I forgot about Caruso too. As far as like perimeter
AR-15.
defense.
Oh no.
No, not on the
That
defense.
is not his bag.
Nah.
No. Go Caruso. They trouble.
Yeah,
I go
I'm going with
Caruso.
Caruso. He gritty. He gritty. I like his
Yeah.
finishing. Who's the best finisher?
Ooh.
Joker. Yeah. How can y'all question this? This should be easy for y'all.
What's my man from Denver? He played with Lokic. What's the rookie? He nice at finishing.
You talking about Braun?
Nah, Bron ain't ready. He ain't ready.
Jokic like way more efficient than everybody.
And Luka's actually a really good finisher too. He get a lot of and ones.
Yeah, for Luka. Yeah.
So you think he's a better finisher than Nikola Jokic?
Nah, Jokic be living in the paint.
Yeah, Jokic miss a bunch of bunnies, bro. He be missing a bunch of them bunnies. I ain't gonna front. He a good free throw shooter though. But as far as optics look better, I'm gonna go with Luka. I'm gonna go with Luka.
Yeah, I was thinking
as far as finishing.
Which son's
you say, Hank? You agree? Disagree? All right. This white man is looking pretty good for a player, man. What y'all talking about? This is interesting. All right, here we go. Shooting that damn basketball.
It gets tough right here.
Who?
So we got.
How the hell we gonna do this?
Okay. We got Duncan Robinson. We got
Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero not up there with them. Right?
No.
He can shoot the basketball, but he's
I'm gonna
not
say
a shooter.
Duncan Robinson, bro. That's my answer.
Duncan.
That's my answer.
Duncan.
Y'all like Strus?
Strus
a fraud.
Struz, man, he be tripping, bro. He been tripping his last couple games too this year. Like he alright though. Like he can shoot it, but Duncan, that boy can stroke that thing, man.
Actually, I'm going with Laurie Markkinen. Mm.
Yeah, marketing. Marketing.
Nah, I ain't going with marketing. Marketing cool. I
He's
love
shooting
that.
Bogdan
40%
Bogdanovic.
on 8 attempts a game.
Hey,
Why
my
not
hey,
Austin Reeves in this category?
no.
Why
Nah, he
not?
started off too cold this year.
Mm.
Yeah.
But look what he's doing now.
Yeah, but
Oh.
it only led up like he got to wait till he get his percentages back up like it was last year. Like he's still at like 36 right now.
Bogdanovich though too. Bogdanovich can shoot that thing
Bogey
too.
be,
Bogdanovich.
oh my God.
So what?
LA
Yeah,
and Detroit
Sabonis
Bogey.
gets no love.
Sabonis
Sabonis can't shoot no
shooting,
ball. That man a fake shooter.
shooting. Yeah, nah. That's just like saying marketing. In the same.
No, Laurie's not a fake shooter. I don't know what you talking.
Man,
So
Laurie, he a scorer, bro. He not really a shooter to me. He just a scorer in general.
I thought y'all
What
would have went
about
with
you? Ain't put
Nikola by
AR
a
in this
landslide,
conversation?
bro.
You
They don't
said
want to put AR in. I just asked. They didn't want to do it.
No.
They
If
said
this was
nah,
no.
last year, AR would be in, but he started
bro.
off
You think
cold.
AR shoot better? You think AR shoot better than Duncan Robinson?
Maybe not, but I
Mm.
feel like if you need a basket, if you're looking for somebody that got guts, that's willing to go get
That's
those hard
different.
2 points, I think
That's
that's Austin
different
Reeves
though,
more than
bro.
Duncan.
The
That's
real answer is
different.
Porzingis, but
How? Because we don't have a category for scoring, so it's
He's
kind of like
trolling,
it's kind of
trolling
like
right now.
no, I'm trying not to, but I have to put shooting and scoring. Maybe I should just do this as a caveat: shooting/scoring, since I don't have uh, scoring as a category.
then it would be
I'm not putting
Luca.
Porzingis on nothing.
Over
Yeah,
Nikola Jokic.
yeah. It'll be Luca.
Yes.
It'll be Luca. Luca's like he's damn near the perfect build already. We don't even got
He's
to
the
do
perfect
this.
white guy. He's not.
Luca's like perfect, damn near, bro.
If
He just
y'all
don't
fight
play
me on
defense.
this, if y'all fight me on this for this next category, I would love to hear your answer. This is Laurie
Who got the
Markkinen.
best body frame in the NBA
Pause.
right now? Cole.
This is Laurie Markkinen, and it's not close.
Yeah, I can't disagree.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
agree.
disagree.
Sabonis got
I,
abs, but he can't
I
jump.
agree.
Like
I agree.
No, I'm misspelling his name wrong.
Yeah, I can't spell that right. Yeah.
We know what you mean though.
Lloyd Marketing, Luca, and Alex Caruso makes up the perfect white NBA player. Forget Giannis. Forget the Joker. Forget Sabonis. Forget Austin Reeves. Wow. Y'all thought I was being disrespectful by the top, but y'all disrespectful by these picks.
I
I would
mean,
like to
you
say,
should have did NBA. If you would have did NBA IQ, if you would have put that as one of them, then I would have taken Joker.
Yeah, Joker's up there.
Jokic
I
is a
got to
better
talk to the
basketball
bosses
player.
about my categories then. Maybe you're
I was
absolutely
trying to
right.
think of somebody that could yam out and stuff like that. That's why I was. That's why I
Laurie,
say
Hey,
Ron from Denver.
that's marketing too. Marketing,
I was supposed to say Laurie jumped higher than him, like way
yeah,
higher than him.
But Laurie's
marketing,
7 feet though, ain't he?
Yeah, he's 7 feet
yeah,
with abs and he's athletic. Y'all can't
and
fight me on that.
yeah. But hey, he used to go over the rim every time he dunked the ball when he was in Chicago.
Like what?
Did we miss
Yeah.
what's his name? Is he up there yet? From OKC.
Chet,
Chet.
Chet Holmgren.
we could have put Chet for defense. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about Chet defensively too. Chet defensively is
He gonna be
He's
a
yeah.
problem.
special.
He gonna be a
And
problem.
his teammate that got in trouble with the
Josh Giddey,
crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
offensive.
Yeah,
He's definitely in the offensive category.
Giddy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Giddy getting it. All right,
6'8",
fellas, man.
6'9".
I'm about to sign off. I appreciate y'all joining me this evening, man. I hope you fellas, y'all family have a happy holidays and all that shit, man.
Me too.
We be getting to it again this week, man.
Yes,
For
sir.
sure, man. Salute, fellas. Happy holidays, man.
Thank
Peace
you,
and
bro.
love.
For sure, for sure. Big up to
Holidays.
everybody out there in the NBA community. Do me a huge favor, man. Smash that like button for me and make sure y'all subscribe to the platform if y'all new. Check out my brother Hank at Sports Game Vision on YouTube as well as BA with Get Your Bars Up Media here on YouTube. Happy holidays once again. I am Seven Mitchell with the Best of Seven Sports Talk, and we are signing off. Merry Christmas, y'all. Be safe.
Merry Christmas.
Peace. All right, man. I want to thank you guys for listening into another episode of the Best of Seven Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell, man. Make sure you follow the show to be sure to be notified about the next episode. Also, I'll put the Linktree link in the description so you can follow us on social media as well as donate and contribute to our platform. See you guys again on the next episode. Peace.